Well, what are we talking about today? Life and life hacks or life help, all different things. People are giving us all these hints on how to lead a better life. Can you use it? I know I can use it. I wish I had some of these things before. Okay, it's coming up right now. Welcome to Hymie's Place. Thanks for joining me again. Thanks to all you subscribers, all you new subscribers, old subscribers. And if you want to become a subscriber, it's right down there. What are you subscribing to? My many words of wisdom, social commentary, and straightforward life coaching. If you need some of that, well, you're going to get it on this channel in a roundabout way. So I hope you enjoy it. What are we talking about today? Today, we're going to continue on with life. I just love this life series. I hope you're enjoying it. This is just another one of those ones, just throwing some things together. At the end of all the videos that I've taken, of all the interviews that I've done, I've always asked the people at the end, what's a life hack that you can share with everybody? And there's very different ones. A lot of them are about travel and some other ones, but I'll put a couple more in today as we go along, so I'll be interested to hear what they say. So we talk about life hacks, and well, it's not really a life hack, but something that you've learned that can help people along the way. And mine, I got asked what mine was, and mine's actually forget the past, move on. That's the biggest thing that I can actually tell anybody. It's the most important thing that I think I can share is forget the past and move on. It's a hard thing to do, but you know, all your regrets, all your depression, all your bad feelings and hurts and all things like that come up from the past. You can't feel hurt about anything in the future because you're not hurt about it, because nothing happened with it. You can't regret anything in the future because you haven't done it yet. All the things that come up from the past that are bad for you cause you all types of emotions and so forth, but you have to learn to let them go. And it's very difficult. It's not an easy thing to do. A lot of people carry a lot of scars, a lot of wounds. I talked about my scar the other day, the one on my head. Well, there's a couple inside as well. You know, so you've just got to learn to deal with those scars and move on. It's a lot easier said than it is done. I've got to tell you that. It's a lot easier said than it is done, because it's one of the hardest things that you can do. And look, you know, let's face it, some people even go as far as, you know, they get depressed and they even commit suicide and so forth because they can't let the past go. There's no use wondering about what happened in the past. There's no use dreading it, no use regretting it. All you can do is use it as a lesson for the future. Your past is your biggest teacher for the future. So as long as you learn from it, then you've only got life lessons. You haven't got any regrets. So that is my number one life hack, for want of a better word, or words of advice, or things that I've learned that I can pass on to people that can help with their life. You know, I mean, I've said lots of stuff in all my other videos, but that is the number one thing that I can share with you, that if anything I could say to anybody is, this is what you need to do. Okay, let's get on to those interviews. Let's see where they take us. There's a couple in there. I think there's travel and this and that, and yeah, some old familiar faces, but it'd be good to listen to them again. All right, we'll come back soon. Okay. Something in your life that you've learnt, or something in your life that you do, that you can pass on to people on the channel watching this, so they can better their life.
Travel. Don't be afraid of travel. It's the best thing that you can do in your life. Because if you are focused in staying in one place, you will never move. You will live always the same life. But if you travel, you will find whatever you want. You will have whatever you want also. Something that I have been traveling for my last 9 years all around the world. And if I didn't do the step to travel, I would not be living in Australia, also like in America, in Canada, in Malta, in England. I have really good experiences, I got really good memories, really good histories to say in my future, to my family, to my friends, and to my future sons also. And there's this. If you travel, don't be afraid, do the step, you will achieve whatever you want in your future.
A life hack, something you've learnt in life that you can share. Something that's made your life better that you can share.
You actually talk about being grateful. I always been grateful with everything, even if you serve me like a little breakfast or something like you give to me without expecting anything. Like I always say thank you, always say thank you, always say good morning, always say good afternoon, good night. Like all these small things make a difference. That's something that I have learned in life.
A life hack or something you've learnt in life which you could share to people to help them better themselves.
Ooh, life hack.
Just a lesson.
Yeah.
A lesson that you've made.
Lesson.
I give you,
No, I've got it.
yeah, got it? Good.
Be good with your money. Spend your money wisely because it comes hard and it goes easy.
That's a very good life hack.
That's my biggest. When you're young, it comes in quite easy and goes out, and that's yeah, definitely.
In your short lifetime, what is one thing that you've learnt in this life that you can share with others that you think will improve their life?
That's a hard question. I think just being relaxed, like enjoying each moment, you know, without thinking too much about the future and the past. That's one thing I wish I would remember it all the time, and I hope everyone learns that. Yeah, it's
So what you're saying
very
is
helpful.
live for the present,
Yeah,
because that's what it is. It's a
exactly.
present.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
that's it.
I'm a great believer in that. You know, don't worry about the past. The past is gone.
There's nothing you can do about it.
See, you're a smart girl for 20 years old.
Thank you.
That is a beautiful thing. Some different things there with gratitude and money and travel. I mean, they're all great things, aren't they? I've done videos on all of those. I mean, gratitude. We've got to be grateful. We've got to be grateful for what we have. I say it all the time. You know, I'm extremely grateful for the things that I have. I'm very appreciative. I think myself lucky every day. I get up and I look out my windows and I'm thinking, wow, this is fantastic, Rob. Look where you live. Look what you've got. And I'm not talking about materialistic things, because I haven't got a lot of materialistic things, but I'm talking about the things that I have in life, with my life, my health, and everything along those lines. And I'm really grateful, because again, as we've said many a times on this channel, we got out of bed this morning, lots of people didn't. So every day on this side of the grass is a good one. And then money. Jack with his money. The thing you've got to learn. The thing you've got to learn when you're young. Control your money. It comes in and goes too easy. Tell me about it. Thanks, Chad. Where were you 40 years ago? I could have done with that advice then. Because when we're young, we just think, oh, this money cape is easy. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. It's not until later in life you realise how bloody hard you have to work to keep going, isn't it? So, yeah, good advice there. Good advice there for money and travel. Don't we all love to travel? We're all going to get back there. Once all this crap's over, we'll get back there. Don't you worry. We'll head off all over the world again, all to different places. I mean, the world's going to change and it will change forever. But travel will be back on the boards. It'll be back on. Don't you worry about that. We'll get it around. You know, we have to travel. I love travelling. I love it and I miss it so much. But it's one of these things that we have to put up with now. It's just one of these things that's in the changing world. So, as I said, we can't regret what's happened, but hey, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? We'll get back to being the normal world. Well, anyway, look, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I always appreciate it when you step in. If you're an old subscriber, or if you're a new subscriber, or if you want to subscribe, just push that little button down there somewhere. You'll find it. No, the one that says subscribe. Right, you'll get there. That'll be good. And you too can watch these words of wisdoms come out of my mouth and many others, because we do a lot of interviews. Okay, I'll talk to you again soon.